Hello, and welcome to Harley-Davidson of Fort Wayne's Tech Talk Tuesday. Something we wanted to go over with you guys, just a quick, easy thing for transporting your motorcycle or removing the battery. For tools required to do this, to get that Maxi fuse out. On your touring bike, all you have to do is undo your saddlebag and then pop off your side cover. No extra tools required. On your Softail, for the one Allen bolt on the side, you can use a T-handle or you can use a regular L Allen, and it is a 5/32 Allen on all Softails. For the Pan America, you're going to want a Torx 25, so a T25. You can use a T-handle. It's probably going to take you a while though, because that crevice in that little area, there's not a lot of space to be able to turn that guy. So I like to use a 1/4-inch ratchet. Gets in there perfect. You can still rotate and get a good amount of turn. But that is all the tools that you're going to need to be able to complete this. So there are 3 ways that you can really transport your motorcycle with being efficient and not losing the electrical power that is stored in your battery. 1, removing the battery. That's a lot of work. Not everybody wants to do that. So we're going to go about this a different way. 2, there is transport mode. Transport mode varies from model to model to model and is in your owner's manual. I highly recommend that you look up how to use transport mode, and if that works for you, awesome. But there is one other way, and this other way is actually the beginning step of removing your battery. So if you go to remove your battery for testing or just to put on a tender or pull out of the bike to put on a tender and keep any electrical draw from happening on it, this is the beginning step. So we have a touring model here, a Softail model, and a Pan America model. And I'm going to show you on this brand new 2025 Mystic Shift Road Glide, which will be the same on your 24 and your 23 down, but your 23 down will have a little bit different looking fuse. So for all of you on the 24 and 25s, this is how it's going to be. We've already removed the left-hand saddlebag and the left-hand side cover. Right here, under this black rubber grommet, they're a little tight, but don't be afraid. Just pull on it, and it'll come off. This is our Maxi fuse. So, before you go yanking it out, there is one more step to this. We're going to go ahead and turn on the motorcycle. With motorcycle on, we're going to let it cycle all the way to its main screen. You have to be quick. These motorcycles are equipped with a siren and security system. So within 5 to 8 seconds of turning off the motorcycle, we're going to come back. We're going to pull out that fuse. No chirp. We're good. We have successfully removed that Maxi fuse. However, if you are looking to do this to keep draw from happening on the battery while you are storing your motorcycle in the wintertime, cold will still drain the battery, and we have disconnected the tender lead. So this is not going to continue to charge the battery. You would need to remove the battery from the motorcycle to charge it. However, for transporting, like to Daytona Bike Week that's coming up, this is a really good method for keeping any kind of draw from happening on the bike. Now, starting the bike back up, there's no extra steps other than put the fuse right back in, put your cap back on, put your side cover back on, put your saddlebag back on, and the bike will come right back to life. It is the same in that way for all models. However, it looks a little bit different on the Softail models. On the Softail models, we have our Maxi fuse in this cover. We're going to slide back a little bit to pop it out. A couple of little clips on the side you can see here. I'm going to take my little pocket screwdriver. We're just going to pry this clip up, pull out a little bit, and it comes right off. Now again, the big one is your Maxi fuse. So again, it is equipped with a siren. We need to turn the motorcycle on, let it fully cycle awake. Once it does that, we're going to go ahead and turn it off, and then within 5 to 8 seconds, pull that big fuse out. This same big fuse will be a 60 amp on the 23 down touring. So it's going to look like a blade fuse, just like that. A little bit bigger, and it will say 60 or 50 amp on it. Again, the same way to go back together. We're just going to pop that buddy right back in there, and now the bike comes right back to life. Again, this is really just to disconnect any kind of parasitic draw or any kind of low charge items like lighting or speakers that might have just a slight pull on the electrical system that could drain it over the time while it's sitting in a trailer or in the back of a truck. And then lastly, we're going to have our Pan America, right? Same process as what we did on the Touring and the Softail. It's going to be turn on the bike, let it do a complete wake up cycle, get to the main screen. Pan Am takes a little bit longer, but it's okay. We still love it. It's got more beans in the motor than the other two. So we're going to come up, we're going to shut down, and then immediately after shutting down, behind this side cover, we have that same Maxi fuse. And I'm sorry, my hand's in the way. It's kind of hard to see, but I'll let you see that. Now, one important thing to note on the Pan Am Maxi fuse, we actually have a little clip on the top of it there. So this little yellow tab, I'll let Bree get back in on that. That little yellow tab down there, we got to push that out before we can pull the fuse up and out. So I waited a little too long. Bike is off. We're going to go back on, let it do a full wake up cycle, and then I'll jump in here real quick and yank that fuse out. Show you guys that it does work. I'm going to go ahead and come around the motorcycle just to get my hands right. Get that Maxi fuse all set up to be pulled out. And we'll go ahead and key off. Oh, I'm probably going to set it off. Or pop the fairing out. There we go. But again, as you can see, we pull the Maxi fuse out. Bike isn't chirping. It is alarmed with security. This is a good way for you to disconnect all battery power to where the battery does not have any kind of draw on it while you transport your motorcycle or while you store it. However, again, if you are storing your bike in a non-climate controlled environment, I recommend leave this guy in there, put it on a tender, or go ahead and do this step and finish it up with removing the battery and then putting the battery on a tender. Thanks for checking in.